Tulsa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Vols will get us started with the opening kickoff. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. First down here for the offense. They'll go to the ground. Shows him the stiff arm. And he's brought down after a nice gain. A cornerstone of the Alabama program really throughout history has been be physical, establish a running game.
Yeah, great running backs. I mean, not only are you recruiting great players in the offensive line and skill and all over the place, but so many great backs that you can name off the top of your head that played at Alabama, that ran it with an edge, that ran it physical, that always represented that style. And you can see Alabama, they're always going to do this. They're going to establish the run.
Crimson Tide dominated the last time they saw the Vols blowing out Tennessee.
Man, Reese, it was roll tide roll as soon as they got off the bus. David, they were bigger, they were stronger and faster, and showed up on the scoreboard.
And Tennessee hasn't forgotten about it. You've had a year to stew on it and do something about it because you had a lot of mistakes a year ago.
And that's a live ball behind the line. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you got to have two hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Well, this is just the type of field position this offense wants. On the ground, it's Sampson. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Despite all the bitterness in the Alabama-Auburn rivalry, to many, this game, Alabama-Tennessee, has the richest tradition and carries the most importance.
And you think of some of the legends that have trolled the sidelines in this rivalry, right? Paul Bear Bryant, Johnny Majors, Nick Saban. This has been such a critical game, not just in the SEC, but all across college football as well, Dave.
Yeah, in 1901, going back that far, this rivalry, the fans absolutely don't like each other. They don't like anything about each other. Every time the other team's playing, they're cheering against them. This game has always meant a lot.
He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The offense stays on the field. They just have inches to go on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. Well, There, a fourth down stop.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
They go to the ground. At the 45, on his way. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. They'll run the option. Quick toss. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
That's the end of the first quarter. And after one, we're tied 0-0.
They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Unleashes one. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Got it behind the line. It's Sampson. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And the Vols are in the hurry-up. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield. It's Sampson. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
From the 33, it's 1st and 10. He'll take it himself. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. Pressure coming. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half.
And that is your job. The O-line has to protect their quarterback. That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright. You got to do a better job.
3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, At least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires into traffic, picked off. Takes it the other way. The 40, the 30, the 10. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown time.
Yeah, how about that, man? 4th down, trying to go make a play, get this offense going, get it sparked, get some points on the board. And that couldn't have gone any worse. They throw the pick. Not only that, they return it all the way back for 6. That offense just shot themselves right in the foot.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. He wants to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Sampson. Still on his feet at the 45. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. And the Volunteers want to crank the tempo. Quarterback keeps it. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. No huddle here for the offense. Just going to keep it after the snap. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the 1st down. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. It's starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Sampson. And they pick up just a few on that completion. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Line getting set on 2nd down. To the air. It's Iamaleava. Looking left. A strike downfield. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a 1st down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Now on the move. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Intercepted. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Alabama 7, Tennessee 0.
Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
And offenses keep track of yards after catch consistently. There was none there. Nice job by the defense swarming to the football as soon as he caught it and getting him on the ground.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Really nice job by the defense. Here in the second half, they've got to have the mentality with the lead. If we just don't give up any more points, we get the W. We got to make big plays on third down. They made a big one there.
Despite coming up short on the previous 2 fourth-down attempts, this offense will try it here again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the eye.
A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Got enough space, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. The Tide is high and rolling as they try to send Rocky Top to rock bottom, and they've built a big lead.
And Alabama's simply been the more physical team in this game, and you're starting to see that exert itself here in the second half. They're pulling away, David. Tennessee's going to have to do something here, keep this thing close.
And the hard part for Tennessee is you got to stay positive. You got to believe you can win. This series hasn't always been in their favor, and they kind of know Bama's had their number of late, but they got to stay positive. They got to make something happen on this next drive.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Got it in the middle, it's White. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Volunteers want to move quickly.
Love that throw there. And I remember as a Gator playing against Tennessee, you knew as a quarterback you were going to have to bring your A game to the park.
Sent it downfield. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot. They're not able to come away with the completion.
All wideouts, no backs. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Grabbed in the middle, it's White. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. The aerial assault continues. Pocket starts to collapse. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Defensive linemen live to get after the quarterback, to get sacks, to get by those big hog mollies up front on the offensive line and say, you taste dirt.
Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. Gets it to the back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The Vols are in the red zone. A designed run for the quarterback. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. After an abysmal first half, goose egg on the scoreboard, the offense trying to find itself. It's first down. He's going to pass. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
I think the quarterback's got to do a better job with his eyes, guys. He's already been picked off twice in this game, and that one got swatted away. He's telegraphing where he's throwing the football, and it's making life really hard on him.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He makes a grab, and he was thinking 6, but that D knocks him down at the 2. A third down try for the offense. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Vols! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
2-point conversion attempt is coming. He's looking to throw. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead. So it's an 80-yard drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. This should be the last play of the quarter. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Alabama 14, Tennessee 8.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Dropping back, it's Simpson. It's complete to the left. At the 45 on his way. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. They'll leave it with him. Open space at the 25. And the defense no time getting the timeout call. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just handing the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
Here comes the option. Now the toss. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he closed the deal by racing 35 yards to pay dirt. Fielded in the end zone, it's Selden. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's White. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Comes out throwing on first down. Feeling some heat. He'll pull it down. Still on his feet at the 45. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Defensively, the clock late in the game, when you're winning, it's your friend. You got to find a way to keep that thing ticking. When you rush the passer, keep that quarterback in the pocket. Make him beat you from in there. You're dropping back in coverage. You got more DBs on the field. You're just trying to let him throw the football, get him on the ground, let that clock tick.
Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
This is an offense that has skill. They've got speed, and because of that, this defense, they can't lull themselves to sleep. They've got a big lead here late, but they've now given up back-to-back big plays. They got to put the clamps down.
They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal. And the Vols come to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback will keep it. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Volunteers!
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Now the 2-point conversion attempt is coming. Barrels ahead. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for 2 fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. They're sending out the regular kickoff unit. I know they've got a couple of timeouts, but I don't think there's enough time on the clock to pass on the onside kick. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. He's productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, probably getting blitzed. It's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation in the game.
He got nowhere, but now it's decision time. It's third down. Listen, if I go get this first down, there's a good chance this ball game's over. The clock's going to run out. So how aggressive do I want to be on this third down?
Well, I want to be aggressive if I'm on defense. You could tell in these last couple of plays, they've been selling out, putting a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, anticipating the offense, trying to run the football, and trying to bleed the clock. Now, I'd get after this quarterback. I'd be anticipating throw here. Just send the blitz and really dictate to them, give yourself an opportunity to win.
All right, defense.